we'll be at this time.
Such a serious situation, it would be a good laugh.
There must have been 30 or 40 people in the room.
Thompson! Jesus Christ, I'm too close to the edge. Let's sing a song. No. I am sitting where you can't stop.
Going in hard and hot.
We're fleeing. Okay.
We've been busy. We have been very busy. Anyway, that is all to come. This, however, is now, and we have an important job to do, an important question to answer. Which is better, the past, the present, or the future? By which I mean, which is better, petrol power, hybrid power, or electrical power?
Now, to do this, we are going to use the Lamborghini Aventador S, which has a petrol engine and is therefore from the pages of ancient history. And that will be driven by our...
Hurry up!
The world's first electric supercar.
Here we go. Watch this.
Amazing. At least it was until they turned up. Listen to that.
Look, everything was better in the past. Christopher Wren was a better architect than those numpties you see on Grand Designs. Bob Seger could belt out a better tune than Justin Bieber. And this Lamborghini is better than Hammond's Lady Shaver. It just is, in every way.
Here we go.
cut that for a tiny line.
No, the present is best. Everything in the world now is better than it was a minute ago. And everything in the world now is better than it's going to be in another minute, because we don't know what that is yet. It might be the nuclear holocaust. Humankind can only live in the present, and that's why you need a Honda NSX, okay? Ah! Get past. Oh, that's interesting. Quite slow there. All right, all right.
The NSX is by far the cleverest of the three cars here because of its dual powertrain.
It has the dependability, the availability of fossil fuels, and the magic and helpfulness, if you like, of electricity. It's a hybrid.
Let's do this. I can see that, and I know it's very fast. But I also know it can't do this. I know it looks like way important work. It is. It is.
Thank you very much. Oh, come on!
To prove its important work, we decided to pull over and start acting like important car journalists.
You may mock the idea of a Croatian supercar, but Rimac is already working with Koenigsegg and Aston Martin on their battery tech. It's a serious company, so serious that they make nearly every bit of this car themselves. Sat-nav, switchgear, headlamps, all in-house.
Apart from the leather, if you go for that, which is Bulgarian.
Oh, I love Bulgaria.
Get a bloody move on. Eventually, we stopped arguing and set off.
Here we go!
Over dinner that night, the mood.
Get a bloody move on!
Our first outing was to a museum in the nearby city of Lucerne.
Over dinner, the mood was even darker. And the following day, it didn't improve, because Hammond made us go on exactly the same route as he had the day before. And after Hammond had plugged...
Hurry up!
James and I sacked Hammond as team leader. Right, we found...
Let's do this.
Thrust mode!
3, 2...
Thrust mode!
3, 2, 1, go!
That Rimac just off.
Here we go!
What Lamborghinis are all about. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Now, coming up in this week's show. A supercar is dismantled for no reason. A man with no shirt on. And my whole tongue is wrapped up in intestine.
My whole tongue is wrapped up in intestine.
Those are the highlights. Those are the best bits. They really are. Anyway, over here in the West, we tend to think that at £360,000, a Rolls-Royce Phantom is quite expensive. But this week, the Grand Tour is focusing mostly on China. And over there, things are a bit different. As recently as the 1980s, people here would lie awake at night, dreaming of having enough money to buy a mule. Whereas now, just 30 years later, they dream of being able to buy a honky. Specifically this honky, the L5. In Chinese, honky means the red flag, the symbol of communism. But there's nothing at all communistical about this monster's price tag, which is £880,000. The interior is an exquisite work of art, with rosewood panelling and cream leather. The dashboard and center console are fully digital. There's jade in the door handles and gold and sunflowers everywhere else. Despite its villainous presence, though, the price is mad. So I called May and Hammond, and we came up with an idea.
If you are a Chinese businessman or businesswoman and you want a car that reflects...
Eventually, we arrived at the location for our first test. It's one of 78 centres around Chongqing. Get a bloody move on when you've finished for every one of the targets that haven't gone off.
We're off. Come on, Bob.
the sky!
Here we go!
One. Go. Right carefully. Oh, God. Oh, God, that looks tricky. Whoops. No! Oh, God, it's through. Hurry up!
It will have alarmed him, Sam, yeah.
You know dogs don't like fireworks.
No, they hate it.
Go.
That was such a good laugh. Melting around with airborne flamethrowers. Really good afternoon, that was.
Yes.
What?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
That was a totally useless test.
Get a bloody move on.
Appointment, yeah.
Yep, so guess what?